Vanessa Bryant, the widow of Kobe Bryant, was pregnant.
Vanessa Bryant married Kobe Bryant when she was just 18 years old, and from that point on, she became the center of a long-running storm that many say divided family members, teammates, and millions of dollars in disputes. Over the years, different people pointed fingers in her direction, shaping a controversial narrative around her role in everything that unfolded. On November 23, 2003, the Los Angeles Lakers faced the Milwaukee Bucks. Karl Malone, who had joined the Lakers that season in pursuit of a championship and was sidelined with an injury, was sitting on the bench in Western-style clothing. According to Kobe Bryant's agent, Rob Pelinka, Malone allegedly approached Vanessa Bryant courtside and asked her personal questions, including, "Do you like me?"
You know, when everything broke out surrounding the radio interview, I had several reporters come up to me and ask me on camera and off camera. My response to them was, look, it's a personal matter. It was resolved in a personal way, and that's that.
Along with a comment about hunting little Mexican girls, Vanessa reportedly informed Kobe, and Kobe confronted Malone directly. Later, Kobe addressed the matter publicly, explaining that he did not initially want to speak about it. He said reporters approached him after details leaked into the media, forcing him to respond even though he had intended to keep it private.
And then all of a sudden, I read articles in the paper when people talking about the story and telling half-truths about what took place.
He emphasized that he initially viewed it as a personal issue that had already been handled. However, once partial versions of the story began appearing in the press, Kobe said he felt compelled to clarify things.
You know what? I know what took place. I know what I feel like took place.
When asked directly whether Malone had made advances toward his wife, Kobe chose a careful response, implying he knew what happened without going into full detail. He ultimately downplayed the situation, saying he wanted to move forward with his family and leave it behind. Malone, however, denied the accusations.
Other than that, it's just water under the bridge. Man, I'm just trying to move on with it. My family and I, we're just trying to move on from it.
In later interviews, he described the interaction as harmless joking and apologized if anyone was offended, while also suggesting he was willing to confront the issue physically if necessary. He even said in a 2015 interview that old school confrontation was how conflicts used to be settled. No resolution ever truly came from the situation, and Kobe eventually distanced himself from Malone completely. The incident didn't just stay personal, it added fuel to an already unstable Lakers locker room. The 2003-2004 Lakers were already struggling internally due to the intense rivalry between Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, and this situation added even more distrust inside the team. Media outlets labeled the controversy Vanessa Gate, and it quickly became a public spectacle. Comedy shows mocked it, while critics unfairly blamed Vanessa for causing distractions within the team. Others defended her, arguing she had every right to report inappropriate comments made toward her. The racial undertones of the alleged remarks made the situation even more controversial and widely discussed. This became part of a pattern where Vanessa was repeatedly placed at the center of every controversy surrounding Kobe's world, even when she wasn't the cause of it. At the same time, the Lakers were dealing with one of the most famous internal conflicts in sports history, the feud between Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. Their relationship had been tense since Kobe entered the league in 1996. Differences in personality, role expectations, and leadership quickly created friction. Over time, the tension escalated into physical and verbal confrontations, including incidents during practice and public criticism on both sides. By the early 2000s, the conflict had become deeply personal. Kobe criticized Shaq's conditioning and leadership, while Shaq blamed Kobe for team failures and organizational tension. Even off-court controversies further widened the divide. After the Lakers' 2004 finals loss, Shaq demanded a trade, officially ending their partnership. The rivalry later spilled into interviews, music, and public comments, with both stars continuing to reference each other for years. However, through all of this, Kobe also acknowledged that he played a role in his own isolation from teammates and could have handled certain situations differently. The roots of the entire situation trace back to Kobe's early relationship with Vanessa. They met in 1999 when Vanessa, then a teenager working as a background performer, appeared in a music video set. Born in California with Mexican and Irish-Italian heritage, she grew up in a working-class household and entered entertainment through small modeling and video appearances. Kobe and Vanessa quickly began dating, and within months, they became engaged. They married in April 2001 in a small private ceremony when Kobe was 22 and Vanessa was 18. However, Kobe's parents did not attend the wedding. His father, Joe Bryant, and mother, Pamela Bryant, both chose to stay away. Reports at the time suggested they disapproved of the marriage due to Vanessa's young age and cultural background. The absence caused a deep family rift that lasted for years. Kobe stopped communicating with his parents, and reconciliation only began after the birth of his first daughter in 2003. Even then, the relationship never fully healed. Financial support added further complexity. Over his career, Kobe provided significant financial assistance to his family, including housing and monetary support. However, tensions remained, with rumors circulating that Vanessa's family may have received more support than his own parents. Claims that were never officially confirmed but contributed to ongoing resentment. Former NBA player Sebastian Telfair later commented on the situation, saying he understood the emotional strain because he experienced similar family conflict involving his own relationship choices. He noted how young athletes often face pressure when choosing partners against family approval. He also suggested that the NBA environment itself can isolate players, pushing them to prioritize basketball above personal relationships, which can further strain family bonds. The memorabilia legal battle. Years later, the family conflict escalated into a legal dispute over Kobe's personal memorabilia. In 2013, Pamela Bryant attempted to auction more than 100 items belonging to Kobe, including high school jerseys, trophies, awards, and championship rings. One of the championship rings had been gifted to Kobe's father and another to his mother. The auction listing included a large advance payment, which was used to purchase property. Kobe responded immediately by filing a lawsuit to stop the auction, claiming the items were never meant for sale and were only stored with his parents temporarily. He stated that he intended to preserve them for his own children. His parents strongly disagreed, filing court statements that directly challenged Kobe's version of events and even questioned Vanessa's credibility in the process. Pamela Bryant argued that the items were gifts repeatedly given without conditions and that they had been kept safely for years without dispute. She denied key claims made in Kobe's legal filing. He expressed anger at himself, not over the assault allegations, but over the personal consequences of his actions, and admitted regret over adultery. Eventually, in September 2004, prosecutors dropped the criminal case after the accuser refused to testify due to emotional distress and threats. A civil settlement followed in 2005, with Kobe issuing a statement acknowledging while he believed the encounter was consensual, he understood the accuser viewed it differently. In later interviews, Kobe described the case as a life-changing experience that forced him to reflect deeply on his identity as a person, not just an athlete. He admitted it affected his family, his teammates, and the Lakers organization, and said the period was extremely difficult emotionally. Basketball, he said, became his only emotional escape, something he had relied on since childhood. Through all of this, Vanessa remained by his side, a decision that divided public opinion. Vanessa consistently maintained her position, acknowledging Kobe's admitted infidelity while continuing to defend his innocence regarding the assault charges. Her decision to stay became one of the most defining aspects of her public identity. On January 26, 2020, Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna tragically died in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California, along with several others. Vanessa inherited an estate estimated at up to $600 million, making her one of the wealthiest women connected to sports history. From that point forward, unresolved conflicts, rumors, and lawsuits increasingly centered on her. In 2020, Vanessa faced a lawsuit from her own mother, Sophia Lane, who claimed unpaid services and financial support. Vanessa strongly rejected the claims, calling them false and inappropriate given the timing so soon after Kobe and Gianna's deaths. The case was later settled privately in 2021. This was followed by other legal matters, including wrongful death claims related to the helicopter crash, also settled confidentially. Vanessa also filed a major lawsuit against Los Angeles County after it was revealed that officials had shared graphic crash site images. The 2022 trial exposed serious misconduct, including improper handling of sensitive evidence. Vanessa was awarded a large settlement, later finalized at nearly $29 million. with proceeds directed to the Mamba Mambacita Sports Foundation. In 2023, she also won a legal case against a former executive who claimed ownership stakes in Kobe-related business ventures. During proceedings, offensive private messages from the defendant surfaced, damaging her credibility and leading to a financial judgment against her. There were signs of reconciliation between Kobe and his parents before his passing, including public moments of warmth at youth basketball events. After his death, Vanessa reportedly maintained respectful contact with them. However, full reconciliation never truly happened. In July 2024, Kobe's father, Joe Bryant, passed away. His death marked another emotional closure point in the long-standing family conflict. Vanessa posted a brief tribute expressing sympathy, highlighting both the distance and unresolved nature of their relationship. Even after these events, public debate around Vanessa continued. Some commentators criticized her public stance or financial decisions, while others defended her against persistent scrutiny and rumors. In 2025 and 2026, pregnancy rumors circulated online, all of which she denied publicly. Podcasts and media discussions debated whether public figures, especially widows of celebrities, are allowed to move forward without judgment. Of 2026, Vanessa Bryant serves as CEO of Granity Studios and continues her work with the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, focusing on youth sports and underserved athletes. She is also involved in philanthropic and legacy projects honoring Kobe and Gianna. She raises her daughters and maintains significant financial and cultural influence. Despite everything she has endured, lawsuits, public criticism, family disputes, and global scrutiny, she remains one of the most talked about figures connected to Kobe Bryant's legacy. And the central question surrounding her has never fully disappeared. Was she a stabilizing force in Kobe's life or the center of everything that divided it? Different people still answer that question in completely different ways.